All right, so a couple of people have asked about this integral, and I agree this is just a god-awful one. So you should have gotten to here, integral of secant cubed over tangent. And as far as where to go from here, there may be a simpler way to do it than the way I'm about to do it, but here's the way I'm about to do it. So you're going to use the identity secant squared is 1 plus tan squared, so equals. And you're going to factor secant cubed into secant squared times secant. So I'm going to do that in one move. I'm going to write this as 1 plus tan squared times secant all over tan. I did not assign this problem. And then I'm going to distribute that out. So it's going to be secant theta plus tangent squared of theta times secant theta all over tan theta. All right, bear with me. Now that can be written as two separate fractions. So it's going to be secant theta over tangent theta plus tangent squared of theta times secant theta over tangent of theta. And now we got to do some trig identity wizardry. Secant over tangent is the same as 1 over cosine. Over tangent is the same as times cotangent, so it's going to be cosine over sine. Dividing by a fraction is multiplying by the reciprocal. Plus this whole thing, okay, we can factor 1 tangent, so that just turns into, I'm going to write it, instead of tangent times secant, I'm going to write it as secant times tangent, because you know that integral. Okay, so where are we at? Integral of 1 over sine, which I'm just going to kind of skip a step and write that as cosecant. Or not. Okay, finally. So we're finally at a place where we can do some actual integration. Huh? Okay, so I don't know if you recall, but cosecant is a hard integral to remember. It's natural log of cotangent plus cosecant. It's just like the integral of secant, except, different. Natural log of cotangent of theta plus cosecant of theta. And then this one, integral of secant times tangent is just secant. Right, derivative of secant is secant times tangent. Okay, what fun. All right, so here comes the triangle diagram, and I think I'll leave that part to you, but here's what you should get. I'll draw the triangle. If that's theta, it's like that's 1 and that's x. And remember, the thing from the original integral always makes its way back into your result. So from that, you should get cotangent is 1 over x. Cosecant of theta is x squared plus 1 over x, or 1 plus x squared. I'm sorry, square root of what I wrote, not what I said. Square root of 1 plus x squared over x. And then secant of theta is just square root of 1 plus x squared. All right. Because, why? Because x was tangent of theta. So tangent is opposite over adjacent. Put all that stuff together and you get negative natural log of 1 over x plus square root of 1 plus x squared over x plus square root of 1 plus x squared. Okay? And that's where that answer comes from. So These and the really long partial fraction ones are, I promise, the absolute hardest integrals you will do in Calc 2, and therefore the hardest integrals you will probably do in your whole life. Okay, so if that seems hard, it is. And if that doesn't seem hard, then you're some kind of a wizard and you shouldn't be, and you should be teaching this class. Okay, thank you.